like,
It is a new day and I just finished my workout of the morning. I did some front squats today and I was scheduled to do 5 sets of 2 with 3-second pause at the bottom and then a second rep just normal. And then after I did some step ups and then some good mornings to finish off this morning's workout. Today I am going to try and do another double session day. This time around I decided to do my lifting first and then do my interval run later today. So hopefully my run isn't too compromised. Now I am leaving a little bit of a gap in between and I do have a massage in a bit. So I'm gonna have someone loosen up my muscles. So hopefully I'll be nice and limber for my run later today. I don't think it's intervals. I think it is a tempo session today, but it's fairly short. It's about like half an hour. So it's not going to be super long. And I also didn't push the weight today because I learned my lesson the past couple weeks that my ego tends to get in the way. But today I made sure to approach it conservatively. I didn't push it. Even, if it felt really easy, I made sure to focus on quality and my form, making sure that my body isn't getting into bad habits. I am hoping that I get into this mindset for the rest of the week because obviously proper mechanics is way more important than trying to lift heavier because again, don't want to get injured, especially because I got some big goals in the new year. So I'm trying to think like long term and not get that like immediate gratification of, yeah, I can lift heavy. So anyways, I do have a couple meetings in the afternoon. So once that's done, I'm then gonna go do my run workout. I just realized that today is like a highlighter day. I wore yellow in my first workout and then wearing yellow again for my run workout. So I just finished my tempo session. I am so happy I am back to shorter distance running because that went by so quickly compared to when I was marathon training or half Ironman training. So I am so stoked to be running no more than half an hour. That actually went really well. I was scheduled to do on and off 200s. So it was 7 intervals of 200 meters at a 4:20 pace and then another 200 meters at around a 5:20 pace. And it looks like I pretty much hit my targets. I did slow down a little towards the end, so I could have started a little bit more conservatively because looking at my overall splits, I did get slower as I progressed towards the end. So I gotta learn how to peel it back and then push a little more later down the workout. But overall, I'm pretty happy. I felt pretty strong. I think getting that massage really helped because it loosened up all the muscles that needed to be loosened, like my glutes. I actually felt them firing up for once, and I don't know if that's actually a combination of like lifting earlier today and really focusing on form and quality and then the massage, or it could be just all of it combined. So I really need to stay on top of the good habits because I'm definitely seeing a difference with how I'm performing, especially with my runs. So it was a good day overall. I did feel pretty hungry after my meeting, so I did snack on a little piece of banana and granola. But in the future, I'm going to make sure I eat enough before my workout, especially if it gets longer later down the road, which is key for half Ironman training. So I want to make sure that I'm creating good habits now so that way I don't really have to think about it later down the road when things get harder. Sometimes when you're just sitting away at your desk, you tend to forget a lot of that stuff, surprisingly. So gotta make sure I work on that. So I think I'm just gonna have some protein and then get ready for dinner. And thankfully tomorrow's a rest day, but that also means I'm going to the office. Happy Thursday. It is another day of work and training. Thankfully, I'm actually back at home working remotely. In my previous video, I did mention that I am going into the office once a week, which isn't bad compared to a lot of other companies. And I do appreciate that I get to change up my days, so I'm not always stuck at home. It's a nice change of scenery. So that being said, when it comes to balancing training and being in the office, I'm trying something different where I actually am not training when it comes to in-office days. When I stack all the stressful things in one day, I just get so burnt out that I have no energy the next day. So this time around, I'm gonna change it up and I'm gonna actually balance it so that way when I have to be in the office, or if I do have like a hard day at work, I try to keep the training as easy as possible or have a rest day. So that's what I did yesterday. I didn't do any kind of training because I woke up and then I had to eat and then get ready. And the next thing you know, I had to go to work, and my commute is about a 20 to 30 minute drive. So unless I wake up super early, I just don't have time to fit in the training. And then obviously, because you're in office, you're socializing with a lot of people, a lot of that energy just goes towards that, and then you just have none by the end of it. Now, it's still kind of gonna be a little up in the air with a new job and all that. So I still have to kind of take it day by day and see, and then adapt along the way. Now, what I do love about my training right now, it's that it's not super rigid, especially because it's off season. So I can play around with my training schedule. And so hopefully when it comes to like 70.3 training, I have like a good routine. But yeah, again, it goes back to being adaptable and trying to shift things around when days don't go your way. So for today, I am scheduled for an interval run, which I'm gonna be doing later today after I get all this work stuff out of the way. So I'm just starting my run now. It's like just after 4, which means it's gonna get dark pretty quick. My husband said that there was like some cops up ahead, and it was earlier this morning. It looks like they're still there, so I don't know if I'll be able to run my usual route, but we'll see. It's also a lot colder today. I should have worn another jacket or something. Just kidding. What I'm wearing is enough layers for the intense workout that I'm doing. Oh my God, I'm about halfway. And it's hard, like, but not too hard. Comfortably hard. So it was another double session day today. I started the day off with some lifting. Keenan and I went down to the gym because he's the only one that can motivate me to stay on top of my strength exercises. So downstairs I did some front squats and then worked on some squat vertical jumps and then some single leg glute bridges, and wanted to work on my upper body strength. So I did some single arm shoulder press and I just about struggled. I had to do 2 sets of 10 on each arm, and oh my goodness, I was struggling. I did increase the weight from 15 pounds per arm to 20, and that was significantly harder, especially the last couple of reps. And then after that, I ended up doing an easy run. Again, because it was an easy run, run, I decided not to look at my watch and really pay attention to how my body was feeling, especially because it was a quote unquote compromised run, aka my legs were already being used during my strength session. So I didn't want to push the pace, but I wanted my body to get used to that fatigue in prep for the High Rocks race. And then tomorrow I am scheduled for a long run, which I'm actually super excited to do because we're going to change things up. Happy Sunday, everyone. So today is going to be an interesting training day because I am scheduled for a 7K easy run, but I'm actually going to be running a little bit more than 7K today, but I'm going to take it nice and slow and keep my pace easy. This week, Taylor Swift is coming into town, and so obviously she's got like a couple days of concerts here, and in Vancouver, they actually put like 13 lit up signs around downtown Vancouver, and my cousin sent it to me and was like, you need to do this route. So some dude did like run where he searched for all 13 signs, and it ended up being 15K total. So I am gonna try and search for all 13 swiftie signs. Hopefully it'll be a fun one, and it's a beautiful day outside, so I want to take advantage of the weather. So I'm just getting ready now, gonna put my clothes on, gonna pack up my hydration vest, and then we're gonna try and see if we can find all 13 signs. 1K, 2K, 3K. It's actually so hot, so I'm taking off this vest because I'm just sweating. Totally missed a turn, and that cost me another kilometer, so I'm at 4K. We're at 5K, and it's time for some bridge work. 6K. 7K. 8K, 9K, 10K. That's 50 signs spotted. 13K. Finally, last Swiftie sign. And just like that, Swift Cougar sign tour done and dusted. I am back at my car. Oh my god, what a long run. I definitely ran a little farther than I should have. I took a few wrong turns and it got really warm with the vest, so I took that off, but overall it was really fun. It was a nice way to change things up, but oh my goodness, there was just so many people downtown, of course because it's so nice out, but I managed to find all 13 signs, which was great. Now it's time to eat some much needed food.